Hello. I wanted to get on here today and talk about limiting beliefs. Now, these are things that we say to ourselves, noise in our head that somehow stops us from doing something or being something that we want to be, and it stops us. For example, yesterday I had the biggest realization. It was like slap in the face. I've worked on a lot of limiting beliefs because I would not have even survived a week in business if I hadn't have been willing and able to work on all of these things. I worked on, fear of being seen, of being judged, of, people trolling me and saying nasty things to me when I did videos and put them online. This money is evil and so many other things that I could talk about. This thing in my head that could stop me from pressing the button to do a record of a video. A lot of money beliefs. I think we have a lot that something like you have to work hard. Money doesn't come easy, all of these kind of things. And you say, well, Marie, that makes sense. It doesn't come easy, but it can stop us from even trying. It's all too fucking hard. I might as well just quit now. It's all too hard. It's all too hard. I think that was one that I did do. And yesterday I'm sitting in this training and the trainer said, are you creative? And the first thing I said was, no, I'm not creative. I'm not creative. And you know what? Boom. That has been sitting in plain sight my entire life. I say that to myself all the time. I'm not creative. I don't have a creative bone in my body. That's what I say. I haven't got a creative bone in my body. I was left behind the door when creativity was given up. I have none. I've been telling myself that my entire life. How I didn't see it, pick it up, because I can go creatrix that sucker. Shit. It's been sitting there waiting for me to realise it. Even people who work on themselves all the time can miss their own language. How has that stopped me in my whole entire life? It stopped me from taking a drawing class, stopped me from, doing different things where creativity might be involved. And I truly, just doing a heading, for your Facebook, what is it, your cover. Oh God, I have no creativity. I don't know what to do. And I'll sit there fiddling for flipping hours because I believe I have no creativity. This is just one little thing that slapped me in the face yesterday, and I am going to go and put a call out to one of my sister transformologists. I'm going to get rid of that sucker immediately, which is the power and the amazingness of creatrix, that I can go and do that. But it's realizing that you have it, for one, and then that there is something that can release that so fast and so easily, so totally from my entire being, from all the cells in my body. I don't know if that was something that somebody told me when I was a kid, and all of a sudden I've just carried that through. Maybe a teacher said, oh God, you've got none. Or was it, something that friends or family said? Was it something that my mother or father believed about themselves, and they said it over and over and over again, and I heard them saying it and I took it on as mine? I don't really know. And the thing is, it doesn't really matter. It's picking it up, it's getting understanding, it's listening to that noise in your head. And like I said, that has been there my entire life, and I've only just thought, shit, I can creatrix that. Like, how has it taken me 5 years? I've been working tirelessly for 5 years to let go of my beliefs. And there are new ones popping up all the time on this journey of creating a business, of being in business, of always trying to put myself out there in front of people. Blocks, beliefs come up. But this one has been something, and I know I have been saying it to myself. So a lot of the time we can't hear ourselves. We don't know what it is that we're saying to ourselves that's limiting us from being the best version of ourselves. You know, I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. Are things that I know I used to say, and probably a lot of other women do. I'm not skinny enough. Oh my God. And you know what? A lot of people I know, friends, I'm too damn skinny. You know, everyone's got different language, and it doesn't have to hold you back in this life. You know, we only get one shot at it, and we really should be making the most of every day. And I'm not saying that you know, I have this most exciting and incredible and I'm doing amazing things all the time. I'm not. You know, there are days that are dull and boring and batshit, drive me crazy. But I'm learning and I'm growing and I'm moving. I'm not staying stuck. And you know, I give kudos to myself for doing that. Okay, I do. I think that we all should, because we have pride in ourselves. We have excitement about life. We have, you know, this getting out of the comfort zone and moving forward. You know, getting resilience, gaining resilience and courage and worthiness in ourselves when we step forward, and we're doing things and getting out of our comfort zone instead of staying stuck where we're telling ourselves that life just sucks. I don't want you to stay there if that's where you are. Or maybe you're in business and you are wanting big things for yourself, but you know that there's this noise that's stopping you from moving forward. Fear of judgment, fear of success, fear of failure. What's that stupid ad on the dog donut thingy? 46% of Australians do not get started. They do not even try because there's a fear of failure. Now that is noise in your head. It's a limiting belief that I will fail if I start, so I'll just stay here in my comfort zone. Now, something that you may not be aware of, but you may not be aware of, is that your subconscious will try and keep you safe. It will try and keep you in that comfort zone. So you will make up excuses. Okay, they make total sense. You know what? Not today. I don't have time. Oh, I just don't have the money to do that right now. You know what? I'm so busy. I'll get to that tomorrow. Okay, lots and lots of excuses that are going on, and I'm getting to it, but you're not, because you're staying stuck in a safe place, in your comfort zone. And the only time that we grow, that we expand, that we have good stuff happen is when we jump out of that comfort zone. Okay? If you want help working out what the language is that's going on in you, then reach out and we can book in one of the block identifier calls. Okay? Change. You know what? When you know what you're saying, and I still cannot believe that I haven't creatrixed. I have no creativity. Like, what a realization. I've been saying it my entire life, and I know I say it all the time. I hear myself say it, and for some reason, I could be having all sorts of things happening when I get rid of that stupid belief. Man. So I want you to know that you don't have to stay stuck in your silly beliefs, in your limiting beliefs. You know, if there is something, maybe there's a lot of things that's running around in your head, you hear yourself saying over and over, you're telling yourself, I'm not good at that. I can't do that. I can't be like so-and-so. Nothing ever works out for me. That's a limiting belief. Whatever you're thinking is what your mind's going to give you. I think I'm not creative. Of course I'm not going to be creative. So, look, I'll leave it there. I just wanted to share my realization and let you know that we are all on a journey of self-discovery, of growth, and expansion. And you know, you have a choice to do it the hard way or be able to shortcut it and get fast results, you know, by releasing those limiting beliefs, the stuff that holds you back, that you could say 1,000 affirmations for 10,000 hours and you still won't get the same realization, the knowing, the vast perception change shift that you could get through Creatrix. It's awesome, okay? So, you could read 1,000 self-help books and you won't get that shift because it's not happening deep enough. All of that is learning at a conscious level where you need to shift that subconscious out of its comfort zone. Okay? Get out of your comfort zone. I know it's uncomfortable. I know that there could be fears or blocks come up. But it's when you push past that real growth happens, that things get exciting, that life starts moving again instead of feeling like it's stagnant water. Nothing's changing, nothing's moving, everything's the same day in, day out. Let's change. Let's move. Let's make the most of this year. What's left of this decade? Let's start the next decade full of hope and possibilities and excitement without any and all of those blocks, those limiting beliefs that have held you stuck so far. So reach out, okay? Reach out to me and let's book a call. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Okay? You have to make the choice. And you know what? I know it's uncomfortable. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Bye.